Disney's Aladdin, a musical spectacular, a musical opera where Aladdin is a poor street urchin who spends his time stealing food from marketplace in the city of Agrabah. His adventures begin when he meets a young girl who happens to be Jasmine, who is forced to be married by her wacky yet strange father. Aladdin's luck suddenly changes when he retrieves a magical lamp from the Cave of Wonders. When he unwittingly gets is a fun-loving genie who only wishes to have his freedom. Little do they know is that the Sultan's sinister advisor, Jafar, has his own plans for both Aladdin and the lamp, and even overthrowing young Jasmine's kingdom. The story begins with Zafar, the evil sorcerer, wanting to have the magical lamp for his own benefits. But he failed as Kazim died, for it should be someone else who are good enough to get it, and wisely think that it should be the only thing to touch is the lamp. Afterwards, it happens the genie came out, and the genie mentions how he'd wish to free of the land, prompting Aladdin to promise to free the genie with his last wish. As the topic turns to Aladdin's wishes, he thinks at wanting to be with Jasmine, and though he cannot make her fall in love with him, he decides to wish to become a prince, as she is a princess, thus allowing him to at least try to be with her. Aladdin wishes his first wish, and the genie turned him into a fabulously rich prince. But Jasmine is too selective when it comes to its suitors. So Aladdin tries to gain Jasmine's interest again by telling her how much he loved her, but she remains steadfastly ambivalent. Aladdin decides to leave Jasmine and step on his magic carpet, which definitely gets her attention. Jasmine wishes to ride with him, and the two take a long trip around the world. Aladdin drops his pompous facade during the trip, which eventually wins her over. Even from the effects of Zafar's schemes, and Aladdin have lied to the princess. Aladdin and the princess get married, and he becomes heir of the kingdom. This type of theater is a musical comedy opera. It tells us about being true to ourselves and to others, especially if we love that person, because love must be honest and true, not ashamed of showing your true colors towards those people you love and those people who surrounds us. The characters of the story are namely Aladdin, the protagonist, Jafar, the antagonist, and the others are the princess, Jasmine, the genie, and the father of Jasmine, Sultan of Agrabah. The overall play was very great. It was so impressive and even livelier, from the choices of the musics, the props, the costumes. It was so colorful, especially in the transitions. It was very smooth flow that really impacts every audience. Even I was so amazed of their actings, the way they deliver the dialogues, the beautiful singing and dancing. They definitely gives an awesome, successful, productive musical theater play. They really had a good job on it, and it worth to see because it's so creative and lively presentation ever.